What's good, YouTube? This is Mr. Purple Zero, and I already know what you're about to say. You're like, whoa. No, you're not, Perp. Don't do it. Tell me you're not about to talk about wrestling. Perp, tell me you are not about to talk about wrestling and give your review on SummerSlam 2011. Well, guess what? I'm here to misinform you and tell you I am. Mr. Purple is about to do his first review of a wrestling event going down, the SummerSlam 2011 that went down tonight. I just watched it, and I'm giving you my review on it. And if you don't like it, exit out the video. Alright? So let's get it rocking. First match was a 6-man tag. I was a little late on coming into that match, so I didn't really see the match. I saw it towards the end because I was trying to find a good link. You know, I wasn't paying for it. Mr. Purple wasn't paying for the pay-per-view, but I had a link. My boy Nate held me down with a link, so good looking Nate on that link. But I came in late because I was trying to get a good link for it. I came in late, so I didn't get to see it. When I came in, Rey Mysterio was about to do a 619 to like 2 people, but then it got stopped, and then he ended up doing the move on, one of them clowns or whatever. But anyway, I seen that late, so in the end, Rey Mysterio won. I pretty much knew he was going to win that match because of the fact that he has to face, which looks like it's going to be Alberto Del Rio on Monday Night Raw for that championship. So I know that, you know, they couldn't have made hip lose and then go for a title shot because that would look whack or whatever. He would look weak, so he's going to look strong, you know, going against the champ or whatever. So that's going down. And next up, the next match I liked that was up next was Mark Henry and Sheamus. Now that match I was actually pumped for. I liked that match because you got 2 powerhouses between Mark Henry and Sheamus, and Mark Henry was like, you know, he's a monster right now. Was beating everybody. Sheamus is, he wants to fight him. He wanted to get it on. So that match was pretty good. It was going at it, thumping, bumping, whatever you want to call it. And then they had some good spots in it. I mean, when Mark Henry picked him up, slammed him to the ring post and through the guardrails, I liked that part. That was big right there. That was nice. That was some real man power versus power going at it type thing, and that was real popping right there. So that was a nice spot in the match. Basically, Mark Henry got that win, you know. And I seen that happening because, you know, Sheamus was they had him a little too pumped up going into it. Like, you know, every time Mark Henry was like running away, basically. So I figured they was going to give it to Mark Henry. Mark Henry did his thing. I think he deserves it. I mean, this late in his career, I mean, he done put in a lot of work for the WWE. And he deserves his push right now, if you want to call it a push. I don't know where it's leading him to. But at least he got this match. And, you know, they probably going to have more beef along the way. So that was a good match. And notice, I ain't giving no stars or no ratings or nothing like that, because that's going way too hard. I'm not doing all of that. But I'm going to just tell you how I feel on the matches and what I liked about them and whatnot. Next match, you had the Divas. Alright, I don't really care about the Divas. None of these those female matches, I don't care about them. I mean, they had some good moves. They was doing their thing. They actually wrestled. You know, it was a wrestling match. But I don't care. The funny thing I find about those matches is the black ref, because he's always refereeing those matches. The black ref. And I think he's funny because he goes extra hard. He's always like, you know, gotta make sure. Oh, that's a 1, 2. He's always going 80 hard. So the black ref, shout out to you. You know. The next match was Wade Barrett and Daniel Bryan. This match was for me, you know, like I like Wade Barrett better when he started off from Nexus, when he first popped that off and he was the leader and he was running things. I think that was more of his look. Like, I don't know, he's gonna have to somehow build himself up to that kind of caliber again. But like, I mean, the match was alright. It was a good match, but those two just don't do it for me in the ring. Like Wade Barrett and Dan Bryan, I don't know. They had a lot of good spots. Wade Barrett got kicked a bunch of times, but he ended up winning that match and catching Daniel Bryan with his move, whatever you call it, throwing him off the head. And but basically, I wasn't really feeling that match so much. I was just waiting for the title matches because that's what I really wanted to see. So that match was just a good match, but good on that. Next match, you had Christian versus Randy Orton. And before it popped off, Edge came out with his boy. You know, Christian called him out. You know, he was cool. He thought they was going to be all cool buddy thing. Edge just started tearing him up, ripped him, called him boring and all that. Thought he was his boy, and then he breezed on him. So he was like, dang, he breezed on his boy. Anyway, the next match, they popped it off. Got into it, whatnot. It was a good match. I liked that match. In the beginning, it was kind of slow for me. But as soon as, I think it was it Randy Orton or was it Christian? Christian, I think, went for the candlestick and popped that off. I was like, alright, this match is going to be good. And then it started getting good from there. It started going real smooth from there. And it was a lot of hardcore stuff. Like Christian got put through the table. You know, Orton was getting beat up, but he was bleeding at one point through his mouth. It looked actually legit because of the fact that I think he probably bit his lip or something like that, pause. But that match was good. I like that match. It was good money match right there. And now the match that everybody's been waiting for, I've been waiting for, everybody was really amped up match. CM Punk versus John Cena. Now the thing about this match was, let me see. Good match. The crowd was really involved. You know, you had the CM Punk fans, you had the Cena fans, which was the women and children, and then you had the grown men voting for Punk and whatnot, and the teens voting for Punk. And the thing about this was, it was pretty good. I mean, you know, trying to get a little technical, whatnot. John Cena, I seen him do some moves, a different move. I seen him, you know, flipping up Cena and whatnot. And what went down was, I'm just gonna get straight into it. What went down was, Cena had his foot on the ropes. This is the end. I'm talking. Cena caught him in the double A, I think you call it, attitude adjustment, about twice, and Cena caught him with that twice. CM Punk kicked out. Then CM Punk finally got his move off, and you thought he was done, but Cena put his foot on the ropes, and Triple H did not see it. I don't know how he did not see it. So it's like 11:45 when around that happened. 11:45. Pardon me. It's around 10:45 when that happened. You know, it ends at 11. So I'm like, there's too much time left. This is not ending. So how did he not see that? Like, they're probably gonna bring him back, or they're gonna say something and run the match back. But no, it's a win, and he's getting the win. So I'm like, I want to see CM Punk to win, but I didn't like the way that ended. I was like, that's kind of whack though, because I mean, he beat him, but he didn't really beat him. He didn't, you know, take him down and get that real official pin, because Cena's foot was on the ropes or whatnot. But anyway, they had to run that back. They breezed with that, and then all of a sudden, who's coming out the crowd? Kevin Nash comes out, power bombs. Pardon me, he power bombs CM Punk, and then at that point, you hear the Alberto Del Rio music, and he runs down. At that, I didn't remember that about him cashing that in, that he could cash in, because you know they kept putting in your head the whole time that he's gonna cash in at WrestleMania, trying to throw you off or whatnot. But I just didn't remember that about the whole Money in the Bank cash in situation. So he comes down, he gets a light move on him, and then gets the W. And then you got him facing Rey Mysterio at on Monday Night Raw for the belt. So Alberto Del Rio, what do I think about him? I don't know. I don't think he's really it for a championship right now. I don't think he's the man, like he's that kind of guy. But I guess other people, they see otherwise. You know, there's a lot of Alberto Del Rio fans out there, and they see otherwise. But I just don't see him as being that guy right now, going for being the championship spotlight. And then with him versus Rey Mysterio, I'm just hoping Rey Mysterio don't win that match, because I don't even like him even more. So those are two people I just don't see that should have a championship belt right now. So I don't know what's gonna happen with Punk and Cena, but I know they're gonna change it up somehow and do something with it. Overall, I enjoyed the pay-per-view. I had a good time. I was watching it. I was kicking it, you know, laying back watching it. There was some good matches. I really enjoyed mostly the Christian, Randy Orton, and the Mark Henry Sheamus, and I enjoyed the Punk Cena up to the fact to that whack ending with the foot on the ropes, and he didn't break it up. I just thought it was going to be way different. I thought Triple H was going to screw somebody, or somebody else would come out. I mean, I like Kevin Nash coming out catching a powerbomb, but you know, that's going to have to be explained a little bit more later. And I'm not really feeling Alberto Del Rio like that. That's why I don't really care that he won that match, that he got the belt now. But anyway, he's going to face Rey Mysterio on Monday Night Raw. And that's my first ever, you know, WWE review, SummerSlam 2011. So let me know what you think about it, if you watched it or not. And you know, holla at your boy. I'm out. Peace.